Hello and welcome. Now, this is I've really am looking forwards to coming on this particular map. I am. It's so far been one of those quite nice shocks. You know, like one of those that you didn't. I mean, don't get me wrong. I've got to be honest. A lot of the German modders are very skilled. I mean, very skilled. So I'm not in any way sort of trying to cast aspersions on something like that. But this is one of the best maps I've seen for like playability, as in where the map makers paid attention to whether that's by look. There was the one tree that I thought, well, hang on, if the map maker was paying attention to this type, then did he sort of do this like by accident? What I mean, it was a bit of fluke, because if he knows about trees in corners, then why was that tree in the corner? And I'm like, yeah, but he's got round corners and everything. He's not like not paying attention to the best way to get gaming out of FS25. So as far as I'm concerned, he's a human being, and he's it definitely. So far, I've been impressed with every single field. Or we've had, I think I painted one tiny little corner, and it may well have been okay as it was as well. Now, it's a shame that water on the field isn't actually in the self-sufficiency. We've got a lot of work to do, though. We have we got? I think we've got a baler as well, haven't we? So we ought to be, or have we? I can't remember actually. I know we've got the. Yeah, I'm not. Did we have a baler too? I thought we did, but I haven't seen one, and there's not a lot of like stuff lying around. So I would say, oh, we've got the big tanker as well, haven't we? So I don't know why I'm doing this. Why I bought that as well. That'd be for like when we've got animals, which is when we move into the farm. When? No, I said when. A confident thing. Well, it's not necessarily confidence in that way. It's like saying that we are going at some point. Yeah, it's not like necessarily I need to like try and shove this out, because for some reason it's. No, then I've got to be very gentle, otherwise I'm going to make it go in a little. And right, so I think this will be filled if I'm honest, but we can have a go. And I'd also like. Oh, okay. We don't appear to have any tap. I thought we did. I have mine. I'd like to test it because I had a go at it yesterday after keep sort of thinking, when are you going to have a go at your tap and finish it off? I found this weird collision and I thought, I found the collision. What the problem was, it was the age-old problem, which is for a modder. It's now then, so it shouldn't get any weird. They call it scaling. Your scale has always got to be a scale of 1, but when you start mucking around with the model, making it bigger and smaller, it mucks around with the scale. Well, you're supposed to reset it, and it's so easy. I mean, so easy to forget to reset your scale. So of course, I did. I mean, I don't know. That still seems to me like it's got a collision. I'm banging into it. So where is that collision coming from then? I got some remnant left from like another, because it was a big. Yes, that's terrible. So it's not the collision I thought it was. There's not much left in the model. So that's an epic fail. Still nothing to do with scaling at all. Okay, well that's. Oh, why did it just suddenly start to move? That is odd. It is. Oh well, we will fix this. I'm determined now. Definitely, even more so. I need to be a bit further forwards. It's not quite. I just didn't. Right, fantastic. I'm not sure how much. I wouldn't have thought there was much requirement for it. But what are we short of for doing the mineral feed? Nothing at all. It is actually going. So what are we all down to? 30,000 litres of silage, digestate even. Loads of grass. We're running out of water actually. Oh, we were. So actually, that's probably why the grass has like run out. So 190 tons. So we need 80 odd. Tons of water at least, but we need plenty of water. Oh, no, actually, no, not for the mineral feed. I think I said that. We need digestate. Stones, we need 2. I know we put a load in. We did, and we also stuck the line from stones on 2, which is going to steal most of those stones. So let's switch that off. We'll do another load of stones at some other time. I just don't want it to steal the mineral feed. So the mineral feed is already up to 6,129 litres. So that's doing terribly well too. And we'll do better now that we've done that. So I think it's about time we helped. Now, I would imagine there's quite a lot of straw. So are we going to assist? Now, the bad thing is, of course, I'd like to start to wait until we're at the thing, but we need to like do something with the straw. So we sort of need a storage place, and trying to think centrally. And there's the other bad thing is, of course, there's no, you don't own the headland or anything. So actually centrally, I mean, the centrally is actually smack bang in the middle of the farm, right where the silo is. I was gonna, oh, that's a bad move. Yeah, I was just thinking about, do we get into debt, buy the farmyard, then put a silo down, and because you could sort of take a bit of a gamble that you may be able to sell the silo and you might get cash because that looks a shiny new silo. It may be though that, again, it's a gamble, and I'm only doing it because I'm in a very, very dark place. I could sort of, I suppose. It's crafty, but again, I frequently say this: mechanics rule is king, and it doesn't always work. Because to be honest, right? So how much? Yeah, okay. If this is the plan, if this is an early sort of thing, what do we need to do? 489. So we need another 400k. Are we gonna allow this? It's some of it is caused a bit by the fact that no, this isn't. This is let's be honest. No, I'm not gonna have that. Yeah, so are we going to allow? It's just that we've got straw. This is the edge of our land, really. So really, central is probably, it is really smack bang in the middle of the farmyard, right where the silo is. Strangely enough, that map maker has done a perfect job. That's where I would put my silo. If this were my fields, that's the epicenter. They're all about there, but that's close enough to me that that'd be perfect. But it does go against the grain somewhat. So do we actually, for once, leave the straw on the actual field? I don't want to do too much more in there. I only want to have what straw we need to get the job done, because we could use the straw mod to make the straw into a product, which is what I'd like to do. But I've got nowhere to put greenhouses and stuff like that, because it won't let you do it on the edges of your of the fields, and I can't see any of those. Like on a lot of maps, obviously these are all forestry, there's frequently a number that looks a bit odd. It sort of sticks in the middle of nowhere, and that's usually your if a map maker allows you to do it, you can click on that number and like basically you'll get the, if it sort of says that you're allowed. I could have a look at the map and see if there's any notes. Yeah, I mean, to me 246, but that buys a tiny little, I don't know. It does. It buys a, wow, that's a bit. Well, you don't know, because it could be that is the key. That no, because there's nothing else glowy green for you buying that. That's what my point is. Yeah, there's no, I can't see any numbers at all. They're all corresponding to like a bit of forest or something like that. Yeah, and it's nothing that glows the entire bit of. Yeah, it's all corresponding to something specific. Yeah, it is. Let me just pause the cameras 1 minute and let me have a look on the German country, North German country notes. So I'm going to be right back. See you shortly. Right, it's probably a good idea. Yes, you incur a fee, a bit like if you sell demolish, it says, so I presume that means sell, demolish. So I don't think this would be the map for actually doing that, which is fair dues. No mention of anything to do with getting the corners of fields, so it's a bit of an anti-start from scratch. As was frequently the case, start from scratch is, although it's a game start, it's one that doesn't get much love. There's the odd map maker that shows it a bit of love, but like not. So did that actually finish? It didn't, no, so that's a little bit. No, it surprises me actually with that. It might be on the edge or something. We'll have a go. Right, smashing. So straw. Oh, have we got enough straw to outlast how much oats we've got? 38,000 litres. So that means I think we need about 3,800 litres of stone. If we just have a look. Yeah, the stone is about 10% of the digestate, and the digestate is double the amount of oats. So that means that's a bit of mental gymnastics for on a Friday. So oats is 38, which means we need 76 tons of digestate. We've got only half of that at the minute, but we will have that when we could process the grass. That's definitely going to go more. Definitely enough stone, and definitely enough straw. Definitely. So we're good. That's completely ready to rock and roll. So it's just now a matter of the water and processing a little. Now then, okay, if we're going to... Yeah, well, this is a bit of a shame. Oh, wow. That's new. No, sorry, I keep getting this feeling that I really need to, like, have we got? Yeah, no, we have got the that I really need to like crack on. I think it's since doing the buying and selling, you're like, yeah, you've got to sacrifice. Well, you haven't always. Sometimes you just have to be patient. I mean, it's a shame because that would be a really nice thing for us to actually own. Well, we have got the other one. We have got the other windrow, haven't we, really, that we could also... That's the one tractor we can't actually... It's a 4X map as well. Yeah, it's a... Yeah, interesting reading. There's going to be quite a few things that are funny and will make us laugh, it said. So it's good. So we definitely can't... Stone picker... Didn't we have a windrower? Oh, no, we don't need it, do we? I think we bought and sold it. We don't really need it because... Which just means that we also haven't got a baler. Because if I go for a baler, I normally will do that. So, yeah, it is true. I was obviously... Yeah, the free flow and the multiplanter and, yeah, the sublevamus, which is what sort of got us into trouble a bit because we were on time and everything was good. So we'll stick to just using the mover. I do like that, and it's sort of at the beginning of a let's play when you've really not got the cash to do anything else. It really can be very useful because it does away with the need for a windrow as well. So we'll sell this for profit because at the minute we don't need it, but I will kick myself later because it is one of my favourites. Probably is my actually favourite, really, if I'm honest. So 107,000, but there's nothing else in our price range that we're allowed to do. But I think if we're leaving the straw on the field as a tactic because we can't store it anywhere, then truthfully, all we've got to do is speed on a bit, because which is also going to do two things. It's going to process some more of the mineral feed, and it's also going to mean that other things could drop, including, oh no, not things that we need though, that will be bad. The search is going to cripple us in a bit, really. Yeah, for once, it's actually not a good thing. And 4 will do nicely. Right, let's have a look at anything else. Oh no, you please don't be the one with the nice wheels. That would be cruel. Really will. Yeah, I've never. It's always actually come with them, but as standard. So I don't think it is. No, it's not. So actually, we just haven't quite got 117,000. We're 10 grand short. But with a little bit of effort, we can indeed, I reckon, just about get the 10 grand. Oh wow, that's it. That's yeah. And it's typical. The one thing, the 136,000, we may have just about been able to stretch to that now, but it has been hanging around a long time. It was teasing us for a while, you could say, really, which is a bit cruel. Yeah. So this, and this is a set of map makers as well. This is a group of modders that the name Schleswig I've heard before, but I don't know if it's a German term or whether it's a German name that I'm not sure, but they know their stuff. It's amazing with teamwork what you can achieve with a group of friends or colleagues. Yeah, it doesn't have to be friends, does it? But I'd imagine on something like this, you've got to. Yeah, I know JHHG and Sid Modding have worked together quite a bit. Over the years, there are a lot of mods they both released that were there, the pair of them. So, yeah, we'll allow that one as well. I mean, we've got that as 2, but what I mean is we will, for once, allow that 27. It's close enough. That's what I was trying to say. I'm not trying to hit myself over the head, and there are times like this when we really could do with being, like lenient, where you could do with earning a bit of extra cash. And I mean, I'm only making the rules so it's not, I'm not crossing that line too often. So it really is a line that I don't mind crossing in a situation like this, like once in a blue moon when you need it done. And it is close. It's not a million miles out, is it? The cotton one. The cotton picking one is, it's nearly 28,000, isn't it? Let's be honest. So it's like short by 112. Yeah, it is. Your mathematics are all right. Oh, it's a nice colour. It is. That's my kind of colour. So will we be able to do that? It's a shame because we are still short on tractors, but this is the Sublevimus is left us short, and that beautiful planter was the beginning, and then the Sublevimus finished us off. And of course we have ordered the header. If that comes, well, we could reorder, but it's July. Mind you, we've done this year's harvest. That's true. We've finished with us being start from scratch. That's a good thing about only having a field or two, is the fact that, well, really, that's it. Yeah, once you're done, you're done. Oh, now that was, you don't get much closer than that. No, that is true. It's a shame though, because that's about what I was talking about. That I think is the 303 horsepower one that I frequently have, which is a bit gutting because that's the kind of horsepower that I was saying it was exactly what we need, and we're now selling it for a few thousand just for a bit of profit. I know but it is. We've got a goal in mind, and we've got to sort of push towards that goal. And if it means we've only got like the tractors we've got at present, we've managed. We've managed on like less tractors than this. We're sort of quite fortunate that we've got the truck tractor too. That is a real amazing bit of kit. Alright, so 137. And now then, how well have we done with our mineral feeds is what I'm really looking to have a look at, because that's 41 tons. Now that's a considerable amount of cash. Now this is the only other bad thing, and that is that I would normally put this on the edge of the field. Well, it's not very kind to us, the edge of the field, so we're not really allowed. It means we might have to steal this bit of land here for doing it, because I just like a bit of realism of like the selling point, like this kind of thing you would have on the side of a road traditionally. Now I know obviously occasionally self-marketing, So, yeah, we're going to have to do it like that. But I don't think we'll be able to go much more either. I think it's going to be one of those. Yeah, it's that close. It really is. Well, that is actually... No, it is actually gone... Yeah, so that's not too terrible, actually. Now, that should now enable us to see how much... No, we get an extra 33% for selling at this. So, although it'll show us the mineral feeds, its price... which is max price of 1,200, which is, it's always at pretty much max price, because I've not, that's standard mineral fee, that's not anything to do with me. So that means at present we'd earn 50,000, but we're also going to earn an extra third, so more like 63,000 for doing that. So let's do that now, because that's quite a considerable chunk of cash to us right now. I still don't think, unfortunately, we're going to do what I'm wanting to do, but you can't always... You don't win them all. No. That's the price you pay sometimes for like going for something like the Subliminus. It is a bit of a gamble. I mean, yeah, we're sort of like on a... We've not... Our equipment is sort of very bare bone. You know, like we could even do with upgrading this. It's quite small, but sometimes you just have to make do with what you've got. And this is one of those situations, because we've really got a plan in mind. And we need to crack on with that now. There's one more. I don't mind playing tactics. If we don't need to cut the grass, it's not like we've got a biogas plant. We were only doing this for the mineral feed. So really, if it suits our purpose to speed things up to get into the farm for us not to do that, then I'm happy with that. But I do think I'm right. My tactics was to try to earn enough cash that we could afford the 136 thing. Well, now that's gone, and the only thing left is something to 200, and that's a bit... Yeah, we can't actually get that at all. Yeah, this is not going to be enough, even selling it like twice. Definitely not going to do this, so... It's fairly flat. Yeah, so this bunch of map makers, I am impressed. And I'm not easily impressed, not after all these years of like seeing many maps and all the rest of it. We have got it selected, we have. It's got a bit of a narrow, I keep saying I'm going to improve this a little. It's got such a tiny, I mean it's a typical Giants, and I've never mucked around with it. It's a very, very small bit to actually put it on. It always seems to be a little bit tight. Yeah, like them little productions, the way they were a nightmare. I loved the idea of them, but the reality was something else. Yeah, still not improved that, like how far that goes down. We ought to have a go at that sometime. Yeah, I've done a conversion from FS25 13.7 meter header, which was about the most common size of header. But I also need a 12 meter. Oh, we haven't even repaired this, have we? No, we haven't actually. Ooh, we did better than I thought, though. Yeah, it's true, we did. Up to 197. It's a shame. We're close, but, you know, it's close is a million miles away. 200 grand, straws on the field. Let's go through till tomorrow morning, where that probably will make me weep. Oh, we could have done 9. So we should see how our fortunes, and also the mineral feed does by the morning, because it is usually, this is really our fortune is... That's one thing. So, oh, wow, that's looking good. Let's do the business first. How much did we finish? Oh, now that's more like it. And I was expecting us to get quite a lot out of it. I believe that's probably everything, I would say. Well, oh, it's not actually. There's a little bit left. Grass is doing nicely. Digestate. Oh, no, it's got a bit left. It just did... So this is a little bit more... This could be interesting. Yeah, because we've got a lot of this. Now remember the end game is the... yeah, remember your fence. Leave them alone. Yeah, this is me talking stiffly to myself because I know what I'm like. I'm gonna. Ooh, there's some beautiful fence there. Let's grab them because it's just the way I roll. It is. I love my fence. I do. So it's true. We're gonna have to be ruthless because we've got an aim in mind. We can look for shiny fence. Hopefully, when we've got moved into that beautiful farm, that is the goal. So all of the goals are secondary to that, really. Some weirdness going on the black bonnet of the... Yeah, there's a lot of weirdness, little tiny speckles going on. Even though we've had all these monstrous updates, there's still lots of glitching going on. Although I suppose, being a very early adopter, I've got to be honest, I don't think I've ever seen a commercial game that was as poor a quality as this was in the very beginning. I sort of thought it was a bit of a shambles. So I suppose, I mean, a year on almost, and here we are very close now to a year on, I would expect a game. This is by far the worst I've ever seen Giants do anything, though. And even their sound, when I first played FS19, the sound glitched frequently. You lost the sound a lot. You've got to come out the game and come back in. And I learned to live with that. I thought, well, they're not very good at interfacing with DirectX. I can tell that the company's not really, their programmers are not really up to par with that kind of thing. I'm a bit far out, I think. And they've repeated it. They've been alright for the last few years. No problems in FS22 at all. But FS25, the sounds, and it's not just me. I thought it could have been my setup. I thought it was drivers and all that type of stuff. But it's not, because Kevin and Scoopski have both said this. Kevin definitely did. I'm not sure whether Scoopski did. Yeah, we all also concurred about store deliveries, which is now working. Although there was no update from the modder, so that would mean that it was a game glitch and it was Giants, not the modder, that was at fault, and it's now been silently fixed. So, again, can't lay the blame at the modder's door for that one. It's all Giants. It nearly always is. It has a lot of it, and this has been nearly all Giants. Ooh, now that's looking a little bit more healthy. That's back up to the sort of like buying and selling money again. And obviously we're going to cripple ourselves when we do buy the farm. When, I say not if, when we buy the farm. I mean, I don't think I did think it was a bit of a stretch. Even with the mineral fee being as good as it is on hard economy, it's tough to earn that kind of cash. The buying and selling, however, that can seriously help. I mean, you can, if you're very lucky for 3 or 4 months on the trot, which is a big if, then yeah, you can seriously. Oh, so this is the last load. Now there is some more to come, but not a lot. It'll be about 20 tons. What about this load again? I would imagine in time. Oh no, that was about as close as you get. I was going to say, come on, you can do better than that. I know you're trying to avoid the, which is actually up. Yeah. Have we got telehandler yet? Don't think we have we? We have. Yeah, we've got the Red Rock. My bad. I thought we did. My gut was so we'd got a telehandler. So then, our final tally is 365. Yeah. Also, this modder was the equipment that you get if you went new farmer was used. Now, I like that when they do that. I do, because it's sort of. And again, he is telling you can't sell the buildings, or you're going to incur a cost, and you're not going to be able to sell your equipment. And so play the game, is what the map maker's saying. I don't mind that. I don't mind playing a challenge like that. But again, if a map maker doesn't do that, it's all assets. But obviously, if your assets are worthless, you can't sell them to make any money, then you're going to use them. So what I mean is, I like either way. You know, if I get a shiny new equipment, then I could sell it and, like, you know, do it for second-hand equipment. That would not be a problem. Right, so then Oh, that's a very nice shiny fence. It is. Oh, we've also got that too. No, we have got the. This is the one that does double into yeah, the amount of times I've sold this in the sales is quite amazing. We'll go. Oh, is that yeah? This is one of the little ones again, isn't it? Now we do need a harvester, but no, we don't. Do we? Don't we? Yeah, no, we've got. I'm not sure actually now. Now I'm second guessing. There's a lot of stuff we don't have. Oh, it's always coming with the double wheels. Yeah. Wow, I can even buy something else. Oh, that's a 246. Now that's not bad. Now that's the kind of cash that you could have footed it one with the extra. It's only 6,107 that you can't get rid of, so that's not too terrible. It wouldn't be bad because you could upgrade it in the future. So that's a decent one, the 190 as well at the Landini. I keeps threatening to have this. It doesn't go quite so high though. But it's only, yeah, it's 20 horses as important horses. So we'll say we'll literally, yeah. And I know, of course, some of it is the fact that I really love the fence. We all know this. Nobody's like, you know, like we all know. Yeah, so the Pterodos, we haven't got, yeah, it is the normal harvester like that we need. But I'm not a massive fan of the bigger ones. They're not much better than the starter harvester in almost every way. I just see them as a, why would I do that? I do. The holes are like hardly any bigger and maybe slight, but again, the original one, actually, it can do massive headers, so I just don't ever see the point. To me, it's always cannon fodder. It's it's always something that I think, nah, just sell it. Yeah, I just don't see. I mean, don't get me wrong as well. I know there's a lot of work gone into that from Giants. There is, but it's just like there's no point from a gaming perspective. Obviously, as a gamer, it's all tactics as well, and like there's no reason for me to have that when I can own a cheaper harvester that does the same thing as that does anyway. So why would I do that? There's just no point to me personally. So we've got the headers for our endeavour of like, but we just need the harvester. And again, I think we have ordered it, so it's just a matter of being patient. Which I'm not very good at, but I would like to improve at my age. Surely I should be getting patient now, is my thought. So this is the one I'm aiming for, because that's like, so what about, this is going to be the teasy one that's massive in it. Yeah, well, yes, I think this is a standard vari, I think. And it's only got 1,000 options, and you can't switch those off, and I'm happy. It's DS power into this one. Right, 232, wrong way. Then we do need to grab that as well. Yeah, we are like 30 grand down due to the fact that we've got a tanker there that's... Right, so this is the thing that's really going to bring the most, but it's about 23 grand. Which, when I consider what the impact of on a Let's Play that beast could have, that would be really good. But okay, yeah, there's all this. No, that will literally be the model. That's a modding error. That one I can't blame Giants for. That'll be some of the models like overlapping or something. Having done this myself, I know what it looks like. Right, so we need to grab that. Yeah, I've done. Cavalier Roy did it as well on one of his sheds that he wanted the legs to overlap, so he overlapped. The modelling engine's not very forgiving for you doing a trick like that. It always highlights, like with things like that, flashing bits, and when you've got overlapping models, and it's so sometimes you need to overlap them. So it's again the engine that we get given. You will see that kind of thing, unfortunately, frequently. because sometimes you have no option but to do something like that. Modding is quite unforgiving of highlighting your mistakes. And by mistakes, I mean the things that sometimes you don't really want to do, but you'd have to completely spend another 7 hours in Blender, so you think, no, I've not got 7 hours of time left to do that. It really does take a while. A Blender is not... You can't just like whip in and do a shape in 10 minutes. I mean, I've done some shapes so that I've got shapes, and I've blended them so that I've literally got different shapes so that I can muck around in the Giant's engine already. I did a bit of a... Yeah, in Neo in the Matrix, when he does that trick of like all of those guns and racks of them, I did the same thing in Farm Simulator. I created lots and lots of shapes in Blender, obviously did the materials to them, and then I've got proper shapes that have been blended that I can then muck around with inside the engine. That helps a lot. It does. It's amazing. I've got like rubber shapes, plastic shapes, metal shapes, chrome shapes, yeah, shiny chromes with only that. So I think we can afford that, but it'll have to be as is. Now, can we go for the faster one without that? I think 50 is the bestest. Mirror wide angle. Can we just go mirror not wide angle? No, it's still mirror wide angles. Your option is that. So we're paying 755, and we'll have one of those options like power, or yeah, it is. That'd be the cheapest I'd have thought. Yeah, because the others are really expensive. So yeah, that one power will do nicely. So we will indeed buy that for 71,011. And that one is for us. So we're down to 366 again, but that's not too terrible, all things considered. If we have to sacrifice it because we're very close to like doing it, well, we will have to do that. It's not the end of the world. So then, if we go through till 8 o'clock, no, I think it was everything. Yeah, it was. It also gives... before we do that, let's check that we're not run out of anything else for the mineral feed, though. That we were just waiting on the digestate. Have we still got stones? And we should have. Yeah, stones. A bit of oats. We saw this. And straw. Have we got any straw left? We should have. Yeah, we have. So we are completely still in business for making the mineral feed. So we're just waiting on the digest. No, we're not. No, the digestate is there already as well. It is. Yeah. So we're good to go. So we're just going to speed time up. We could get a drop at 9 or 10, but it's very temperamental. Would stop about 1, I think. No, 12, yeah. It's fluid, but it's not always that fluid. Yeah, wow, they're both brilliant, and we can afford both again. So we're a bit more fluid with the cash ourselves, and these are the kind of like things that really do bring in the cash. Bigger items. I mean, not mega amounts. Yeah, I mean, it's not, but it's certainly not bad. Any sort of thing that brings in 8 or 10,000 just in one cell. It's more like chipping away at something. You're not. You know, like Rome wasn't built in a day. You're not going to like... Those 300 gram ones where you do earn 30 grand, they are very rare. Yeah, you don't get that very often. But it's these little ones that are chip, chip, chip. It's a bit like... I always used to say this. We owned a shop many years ago. And it's a bit like a cafe. When a cafe... Some of them want you to buy a main meal. And their focus is on the cash. And it's on... And they like... Not really that worried about the cups of coffee and stuff like that. We actually, if you worked it all out, you need your cups of coffee as well. It really does bring in a lot of... it was a good little learner. Now let's have a look how we're doing on the mineral feed. I will carry on with the story, honest. I think we're finished the mineral feed. We were right as well. You were 24,000. You were not completely wrong. It is nice to be... we're going to be quite close, aren't we? I think we are, actually. Yeah, by the time we've sold... no, we've already got the other tractor on it. Yeah, so this, it's the end of the week, and I've done a couple of four Saxlingham since starting the Saxlingham event. So, actually, that's not a bad idea. Just go straight, and then there's a little tiny bit left. Yeah, so I've done another 4 episodes of that, like a startup episode, because we'd not really finished some business, you know, as in like, I just did the selling stage on both the Start From Scratch and the New Farmer Start. In a way, I think the New Farmer Start is doing better because I did more episodes on the Start From Scratch, about another 6 episodes, and then we knocked the ball out of the ballpark. But when I consider the fact that I would say it was almost a year behind, or we did an extra year on the Start From Scratch, well, that really should have done better for that very fact. Again, the New Farmer Start is more popular straight away than the Start From Scratch. Again, it's just to be expected. That's why I give people choices. I know that people frequently prefer the New Farmer Start. I don't expect everybody to like what I like just because I like, you know, Start From Scratch. So then, 441,791. Let's go through to the end of the day. I think it's not much dearer than that, but we do want some cash as well. It's true. We don't just... Ooh, we're very close. And we know that we can't sell anything to make any money, like selling you're going to incur a cost rather than gain, which I like in a way. Because in real life, even if it was like one of the best manufacturers in the world, it would only be much. I think the game has always done that. It's always done half value. So if you got a shed that would cost $1 million, you'd get 500 grand legitimately. So that's not wrong. Let's go through to 5 o'clock. Yeah, we'll get away with 5. Oh, my life. Let's be careful, please. Yeah, it's just beginning on the tinges of darkness. On August, I wouldn't have thought it was, actually. Oh, it does look like it is, though. Oh, my life is. Why is the light still fading before our eyes? If I look up like that, it's like... And if I look down at the floor, it's lighter. Surely that's a mistake on the game engine. Surely. I like that little one as well, actually. So there's only 2 things we can actually... Now, do we? I think we've already got one, haven't we? Not the one of these, but yeah, it's true. And I will let the other one slide as well. 26. No, we won't. We're doing well enough. Yeah, I'm happy with sticking to the rules and not. Yeah, it's all right if you like 222 or 112 or whatever, as short as we were before. But yeah, so we seem to have not be getting. Mind you, I've done this before. You think it's like not dropped, the sale's gone, but actually it's not always that at all. Sometimes it's just that it's delayed. Yeah, it's quite a... That's why I like... One of the reasons I like the user mod is for the fact that it's a bit unpredictable. You think you've lost things, and then actually 6 months later, your items arrive, and you think, oh, see, it wasn't gone at all. But then other times the things are gone, and they never appear. So you realise that 2% actually does occur sometimes. I'm not sure if this is going to get the tractor. I don't know how long the throw is on this. No, it actually does. See, now that's a clever physics, because technically I'm throwing my things towards the tractor, and yet it didn't get the tractor. But we know it can go around quite large things, so it's not a bad physics, the way that they work like that. So, a Coralline again. Yeah, so 454,753, which is about 3,000 short, I think, of what we need to go into the farm. No, it's 30 odd grand, but we're completely out. So we're at the mercy of buying and selling. definitely. We're literally completely out of our thing, but we are very close. This is doable. It is. So let's go through till 9 o'clock in the morning. See what the Vega is of. Again, we could still sell the tractor and do it, but I think patience is in order. We've got the entire winter to go through. I think this will see us into the farm, even just with the tick-ups that we get. Oh, okay. Interesting. It's the lorry one, isn't it? So buy the versatile. Yeah, this is going to do it. And that. Yeah, with all of that we've got to sell on here. Or let's move you out the way because we're going to clock you. I know this definitely. So let's move you out the way. Yeah, we'll jump in. It's a long... Right, so we want to make sure we get the right tractor. Yeah, they're lovely looking. The versatile colour is... I'm impressed. I mean, I'm a bit more of a red and black. The yellow, to me, but it sort of reminds me of fire. You know, there's a bit of orange in it, almost like it's fiery red. It's just... Or the colours of fire all in one vehicle. Ooh, that was a bit close. It was. It was. I never thought of that, did I? The auger. Its pipe at the top. I didn't. This is true. There's always yeah. It's the hidden things. No, yeah, we've. Oh, I didn't see Kenneth actually. Isn't that amazing? Yeah, it's not really a logging. Oh, there is actually logging to do on this. Really. Short is better because you actually get a bit of money back for it. Yeah, we lose like it's minus 5,000. No, that's true. I don't know if that actually affects you. Yeah, and I'm happy with what we've got. So the Senebogan we can buy and sell 2. And the Farmall likewise. That's about the cheapest option I could see. And that too. We could be clever here and use our tractor to actually pull that with the dolly, I think. Let's grab you. Oh, now then, I never thought of that. Oh, okay. Got the wrong one. I think you can put the head down. But again, if you can't, I might be able to reverse him from the other way. But this is what I said. If you buy it, you can't sell it. You'll either sell it at a loss directly, or it's either be a loss or the same. You'll not make your profit, which is a shame because obviously that one really would probably be the most profit of almost all of these. So I think this, by the time we sell this little lot, will get us into the farm. But I'm being a bit canny because we all know if you go in that where you're so close, you've got no money to feed your animals. Because I believe it looks very much like to me that there are animals in there. So yeah, we know we want the... We may as well use this to run that around, and then we'll grab our... It's only 150 horsepower though. The Fen, it's got dense mass or density. It's got both really. It's true. It's just usually exerting force. You don't normally talk about density. It's normally about mass in that instance. So. Yeah, exerting force would be more in the realms of mass. Although density has an impact. I do love physics. I do wish I was always interested in physics, but I'm not that interested. I've got interest in physics. I think probably Farming Simulator is... You know when you're playing a game where physics has got such a thing, I'd sort of suddenly started to pay more attention to all the physics lessons and did a lot of research, asked a lot of questions of Copilot at times on physics and things like that, and it sort of does all add up. It's true. It's interesting when you've got a reason to understand physics a bit more. But I mean, it all started really with like the way that you move things and you avoid going into the drink and all that type of stuff, and you can see the way that the physics exerts forces in different areas, like lifting things up and pushing things down and all that type of stuff. Right, so I think that was... Yeah, now for the fun one, the Kenny. Can we get this low enough that we can either, or can we reverse from the other side? Will that... I don't know that it goes lower as you think, but I think it goes fairly low. Oh no, it does. That's fine. Just needs to... Because this is the icing on the cake. This would be the one that tips the scales towards us moving into the farm. Definitely. Or it would enable us to. So thanks, Kenny. You've helped us move into the farm. Yeah, you were right. Your maths was not too terrible. So 526. There is another fence. And it's the same one. That would be two valuable things, really, as long as it's not one of those that's... Yeah, it's another only 7,000. And it wouldn't be a bad idea to keep that. We can go for the 50 for no extra cost. It's... And I think we will. These would seriously... And it's quite appropriate as well, bearing in mind, it's a German map, and Fendt is a very good company. So with that... So we should see, we may or may not have to sacrifice those. So it's only 9 o'clock in the morning, though. So, let's go through till... now, are we doing it? No, we said we're not. We're playing around with the... Oh, okay, we'll go till 12 then. Yeah, this is what I was thinking. If we do get, like, one of the things that we need, we may have to sacrifice one of the... oh, it's... Header for windrow to mow the crops and thresh them later with a combine harvester. Oh, wow, that is an amazing... Didn't we already buy this? Or maybe this is a second one. Let's have a look. But we will do this as well. Because this is, again, going to make up for the Fendt. Not completely. So let's have a look. I thought we'd actually bought the swather already. And it may be that I ordered a second one. There is the Agco. So no, you haven't. So that one's... So let's sell that. And let's buy that. Now, that's a normal header. Of course it is. Yeah, that's throwing me. I knew it was small. It's a standard 9.2. I mean, we may not need it, but it was pretty... It was such a good value that you get very little for it anyway. So it's almost... It's a shame. Fantastic. So we now need to... Do need to buy that, definitely. And... I guess it's a case, isn't it? Believe. And that's the right one this time. Excellent. So let's go through till 4 or 5 o'clock. I'm not bothered which. And we should really, maybe, if we're a little bit fortunate, be able to move in this evening. That would be nice. Let's go to 5. Oh, it would be nice to move in without it raining on us, though. Oh, okay, only one thing. See, that's what you get when you count your chickens. Yeah, you don't always... Now, there is a month, it could be this very month, where it's a bit poor. So it could be that. And we'll see how badly damaged. Not too terrible. Not really. Well, I'm not too bothered if we don't move until tomorrow morning, because it is raining. It would be a bit nice to... Well, unless, of course, we get snow in October, which we shouldn't, but you never know. We've seen it before. Right, so then let's go through... till tomorrow morning. 9 o'clock indeed, and we shall see if the vagaries of the buying and selling, a bit of Arthur Dailying, actually pays off. Ooh, or we could earn 16,666 property income from our generator, which that might help as well. Ooh. Wow. Oh, we could do with something like that. Oh, we have got the 9 meter though. Now that's perfect. Didn't say that we'd got anything, but that really would be. That's the perfect one for our harvester. Yeah, that size is perfect. But bearing in mind we're not actually doing that type of thing, we will actually sell it. Yeah, it's true, because we're not actually doing that, are we? We need to do it with the special header, the special windrower. So really, it's a shame, because we may well have ordered that earlier as our. Yeah, we could really have done with keeping this, but we've got the 2 fence. I just think it's highly appropriate, and that we've got 70 odd grand for 2 fence like that. No, we do need a harvester, but I'm going to see, being as it looks like ours has failed, I'm going to see if we can order one of those. Wow, we got all of that. That shows you money's going back up when you can buy lots of mediums. So the BD. Oh, and there was one other thing. I thought I saw a glowy thing at the back of here that's sort of hidden. No, it's not. It's like a sandwich thing. Yeah, it's not. I thought it was, one of those things where someone had hidden it sort of well. Oh, can't get at the back. It was actually just like that orangey thing there. I thought in editing, I thought, oh, I'm sure I've seen a glowy thing up there, but it does surprise me if there's not one. But there is one right near that, and obviously that was the one that had gone wrong that you can't actually get. So this is a bit of a window dressing. Yeah, no, it's not. I can't see anything. So, oh, I can't get down the stairs now. We're doing well enough. Admittedly, I'm not like, I wasn't not trying to be greedy, but it's just I did see, it looked like I could see that before, but it wasn't that at all. Yeah, the light levels are doing something weird. If you lean up, it goes darker. Is that a natural phenomenon? If it is, I've never noticed it. Don't think we can grab that, but we'll have a go. It does look the right kind of attachment, but it is. It's a while since I've had the Scorpion. It's a nice telehandler. Then Class do tend to make very good equipment. Yeah, they're a very good manufacturer. Another German company. I've got to be honest, for engineering, the Germans insist, as British people used to. We used to be renowned for our steel. Sheffield steel was one of those things that was world renowned, but for some reason we gave that up, or lost that reputation. Or there are still some companies, but it is true. I would imagine that the Germans have definitely ensconced the Brits on world's renowned companies that have done very well. Yeah, we gave in a lot. Like our car manufacturing, we gave in. Rover was just beginning to get good, but there's not much back in from, I suppose, Land Rovers. Yeah, no, it's true, but I don't know if it's English owned anymore. I'd imagine probably a big American conglomerates owns that, and Jaguar likewise. There's no longer a British owned. We always too easily allow a foreign country or company to take over our assets that will further weaken the country, really, which is a very bad thing to do. If you don't back your own companies, then to be honest, you deserve everything you get, and obviously Great Britain don't. So the proof's in the pudding. You're not saying anything out of character because the evidence speaks for itself. Yeah, there was no real backing of like Land Rover or anything, or like doing it for, you know, not, there wasn't, no, it's, otherwise it wouldn't have gone the way that it did. There's lots of things that happen like that in Great Britain. Yeah, why scientists, there's a lot of good scientists that are British that go abroad because there's no, yeah, again, no support really in the country for that kind of thing. And that's again, Britain recognises itself. I was listening to Radio 4 a few months ago. I don't very often listen to it, but the my work colleague always listens to it. To me, it's mega boring stuff, but it's not. But what I mean is, it's not the thing I'd normally listen to. I did actually quite enjoy it more than I thought I would. So I'm not going to say. So we need this. So if we need that, that's going to. Well, I suppose if we're going to do that, and it's not anything against black sheep modding, that's a good price. We could sort of. Let's have a look how much our 9 meter is, because it is true. With having that one, you don't really need second a lot. So it is a lizard. Lizard MKS. Backbar BI. Is it? No, it's not. It's of course it's not. Actually, no. It's not the Red Rock either. No, I'm thinking it's the lizard. It's not a lizard at all. It's the Elho. Yeah, it's worth 21,000. It was a real steal, 70% damage. So do you know? I think we will keep it. Yeah, it's. I'm not gonna sell such a good bit of equipment at such a poor amount. So that's meaning that. Yeah, we do really need one of those kind of things for our thing if we're like ripping our fields up. So it's just gonna take us a little longer, is all. Let's pull that out. No, we don't need. There's plenty of room, but we could like put this together with that. There's loads of room. This again is another thing that it's a beautiful shop where space is. Oh, it's not even that badly damaged. Right, so let's go through till about. I think that was everything. It was. Let's go through till about 1-ish, I would say. We should see what we should see. Just one item. I'm trying to think whether we can't have everything. I know our biggest sort of thing really is, let's go till 5 o'clock. I'd say 4 now. It's getting a bit later, you know, as in like the nights are drawing in a little. So I'd say 4 is the same as 5 was like a couple of months ago. I might just get away with it, but I don't want to like risk it. So, ooh, another man lorry. I think we only need one, so this one we're going to sell. It's a shame. Well, I mean, we say you don't need. Yeah, we got some tractors on that now. I am wondering about that though. It's my favourite set. I think we will. If we are going to do that though, because grass is an important thing on this. No, we need to really sell the sprayer so that we're not getting to, oh, and the man, yeah. So we can see how we're really doing. I mean, yeah, we've assimilated, using the Borgs, assimilated the 2 tractors into our, what do they call it? Our collective. We have, and they've been assimilated now into part of our infrastructure. So they're part of the furniture. Let's grab the man. And I think... Yeah, no, that was good. That's all wanted. So it was the man, which is a very amazing price. Such a beautiful thing. It's tempting because obviously this is technically a tractor of sorts that you can really, and it is a powerful tractor as well. But yeah. So 454. So we're almost back to being able to buy the farm again. Almost. We've got the winter. I'm not worried. Ooh, another good tick-up property. 14,000, nearly 15 grand. Very, very nice. Ooh, it's a few nice little... Ooh, we seem to be getting carried away with these mans. Ooh, 400 to 540 as well. Oh, okay, it's... Yeah, it is a shame, isn't it? And that's my kind of colours, apart from the purpley wheels. 60 kilometres an hour, 55 miles an hour. What is our other one? That is a point. Yeah, it's true. Am I being silly? Engine setup. 80. Gordon Bennett. Just trying to see how much the... I can't see the... Oh, it's 440. 460. 480. 500. I think 540, did it say? Yeah, 540. It's 65,000 for the 55 miles an hour one. 80 kilometers per hour. So yeah, that would be like what it is totally. It is true, actually. Ooh. It was like glitching. It was not letting me out. We could see how much ours was worth, and it's true, actually. We probably would have been better to buy the one we've actually just sold. Yeah, it's true. I didn't think tactics. I've got to get better at that. Now, this is showing you how much cash how well we're doing, because like this was allowed to buy nearly all of this little lot. All in one go, and still got like 200, 150,000. So how much is our man lorry worth? Being as we seem to be getting a glut of these, if ours is worth more... LM, M for man, is worth 52,000, plus it's going to be worth more. And this one is worth 71. So actually this one's worth more to sell. So we were probably better now we've worked this one out to actually keep the other one. But it is what it is. Yeah, you can't win them all. Ooh, right, okay, that was a bit worse than I thought. It was. Yes, what I wouldn't do to be able to have this hitch on the back of my lorry. I mean, I've got one, but what I mean is to make it work. Yeah, I need to... Oh, this is handling the snow very well. For saying it's only 400 horsepower, it's a real beaut. I would say, as long as that we should really be able to afford... Yeah, actually all of our tractors are around this side, aren't they? We'll keep this one yellow as well, because I thought, well, you can see the different fence, you know, like they're all... I remember Giant's Island, it's all green fence, and you're like, oh my life. It's just nice sometimes to be able to differentiate, but you know, it's the yellow fence, it's the black beauty, it's the, you know what I mean? There were a few black beauties, but it was all fence, and it was gorgeous because I love my fence, but I did find it difficult because of like identifying everything. You know, because obviously there's the bigger ones too, and I thought it would be really useful if you could colour your fence a little. Like, or if you did all your biggies, your 500 horsepower ones, and they were all black. But obviously it does cost you a fortune to spray them as well. Realistically too, you can't just do that willy-nilly. Right, so we've also got the X-Collect as well. Yeah, I'd say by the time we've sold this little lot, we'd probably move into the farm. But I need to feed the animals, and I don't want to leave us in such poor that we've got no cash at all. I'll keep doing the turn on the shed lights malarkey. The other bad thing is there's a lot of our equipment that needs repairing that we've not done because it's not... I need to put a repair point down, and again, it's not much... You can't easily do that on the map because we haven't really got any headlands. Yeah, it's the only thing... This is the second German map maker that's done this as well, but the other one did give you the option. You could buy the headlands by buying a number. Now, I thought that was good because it was showing a bit of love to start from scratches, because to begin with I thought, oh, here we go, you know, like, no. But then I think I even chunted, as you do when you think, oh, you know. I think that there's just the header, which that was quite a lot as well. So with the profit and the header itself being put in, it's juddering. So whether there's a wave of snow coming or a wave of snow going, I'm not sure, but it's definitely juddering, like something is happening in the back. Yeah, oh, it was. Yeah, you were right. It's weird. You can sort of feel the... Yeah, now I've noticed as well that the last few times I've picked these up, it does it the first time again. Yeah, whereas a lot of times it's like up to 3 or 4 times before the engine's listening to you to pay attention to you grabbing things. It's weird though. It doesn't ever... Oh, that is definitely not a bad thing. It'd be nice to go in though without the snow on the ground. It's only November. Right, so then, yeah, I would like to get a bit of cash. We can always, mind you, we do need to. Yeah, it's true. We do need a normal. Oh, we don't know what we're going into though, do we really? We're saying about a harvester. Well, yeah, but we have made that choice, so we do need to buy a harvester. That was the choice we made. So I think we will go for... It'd be nice to go for something like JHHGs, but these are just so well priced that, and real good all rounders with quite a bigger hold as well, which is sort of so continuous. Yes. And there was something else I thought of as well that we needed that I've... Oh, the mower. That's right. If we're going to do... That's a point. What about buying the mower? We've got a mower. Yeah, this. You know, like that kind of thing. We could actually buy the mower too. But I hate that particular size. It's just too tiny. So we could buy this mower. We had and we sold, and then we got rid of it because we thought, oh, this is the wrong one. I was going to say this one, but it is true. It's probably makes more sense in buying the mower because the other one doesn't do it. Right, okay, so then let's go through till 8 o'clock. And I would say this is going to be a long session. There's been a few of these on this. Let's go right the way till 4. Let's do it all in one. Or we may run the risk of losing a bit of our things. Ooh. Yeah, we need to be careful. So going past 4 now. It's getting a bit dark. So hopefully we will have something. Oh, so we actually got that straight away. So has it lost our others? Oh, and that. So it got our two things straight. Oh. Well, to me, it's a yeah. The GH6 ones is the one that we would go for. So this is all ourselves. So we're going to buy and sell that. Nothing against your BB mods, but this is just business. What was I saying the other day about people who say it's just business? It's not personal. But this is just business. I mean, we're not doing anything bad. Yeah, there's people who say those words. Oh, look at the price on that. That is like well good. 60% off, 75% off. So we're looking, it looks like we're looking for a square baler in that case. Oh, and that was a bit of... Now, this is going to clear us out again, isn't it? We were just getting built up again, and now we're like going to be going down it. Well, we can also, if we're doing that mower, which we are, and we've got it, we've just got to buy it, we may as well, as much as I love that, sell that too, because we're not going in for that. We've already got the swather, which does double up as a mower. I don't know if this is the one though that actually windrows. I hope it is, because obviously I've not used BC Bueller's set a lot, and I don't know if it is just, it looks to be the same as the ones that were in FS. Ooh, it's not actually showing the mower, so. Ooh, that's not bad, really. Yeah, the BB mods on that. Yeah, so this would get us into the farmyard, but then we've got to buy our other bits and bobs, so we're going to be less again. Yeah, as I say, it's seesaw, but the biggest thing I always find, even more important than your farm, is probably your equipment. You haven't got a farm if your equipment, you can't actually run your normal day-to-day tasks without your equipment. It is more important. So, yeah, we're going to lose with this, and this. We are now going to... what I mean is that you're not going to get much for selling that, but that is amazing. Yep. We'll keep it black as well, and that's 2. It takes us to 473, which is not quite enough to... But we have at least got our harvester and our mower header and all of that, and even... So we're looking for a square baler then, if we're going to go for that. For once, we're going to go square. Right, so then let's go through till the morning. I think we're going to have to leave it there, though. I think, yeah, it's been a monster session. We'll just do the buying and selling. Maybe buy the... No, I'd sooner do the buying of the farm as a session in itself, where we don't rush it, where we can see that it's on the horizon. But it would be nice to know that it's in our grasp. That is definitely something I would like. Brilliant. Ooh, so I think we could probably just about afford it, but another red rock and an extreme razor. Oh, and I did see, yeah, this is going to be interesting. This will get us into the farm, definitely. What month are we in? Oh, another hydro... no, well, not, it's not the same. Oh, we've got 2 big implements. Wow, we have actually. And this is the sort of perfect type of thing. Is that ours, or that's the normal Transtar? We've already got a lorry, but it's not going to bring in any cash, so... I think the Komatsu, you can just about squeeze its arm down a little. So, and that for 95. Well, that one is below our threshold. So we would be either buying it for ourselves or we would not be having it. So this is one. This is the Smalley again. That's a bit expensive, isn't it, really? It's a range. It's obviously cheaper than it would be if you was, yeah. So it depends on how you look. Oh, we got gained some more snow again. Yeah, that didn't make much sense to me on why this is nearly the same as the Ken is for cost, because it's an awful lot smaller. But I mean, again, sometimes that's the whole point. You know, like what I mean is, occasionally you need a medium-sized implement to do a job because the big one's too big. So I suppose it's just the price. You get an awful lot more bang for your buck with the Kenny set because it's the same price as that much smaller JCB set. Now then, yeah, no, that we're keeping. So here we are. I knew I got something else as well. Header 2, and that was quite expensive. I mean, as in, ooh, oh wow. Now with that a bit of spinneroonie in. Now this looks much bigger than 145. Looks like one of the medium frame jobs. Right, let's grab you. Let's grab the header. Yeah, I mean, with tractor-wise now, those two, when we've upgraded them both to 246s, that will really stand the farm in good stead. Wow. Slippy sliding. Do love trying to break these skids. Oh, now that was a bit... That was really... Right, we do need to go head on with this. Ooh. Looks like you've got no brakes. I think we'll do the Komatsu and then come back for that because we're going to swing into the Komatsu basically. Should be able to just about do this. I think that would be just about right for getting through the door. I think. Yeah, about as close as you can get. Ooh, it's gonna be close. But we should do it. Yeah, this is quite expensive, so I think this is the farmyard. In the grip of the telehandler's grasp right now is the farmyard. The final piece of the puzzle. Oh. Okay, that's interesting. That was a little bit... Now, careful, I was going to say I knew I was going to get a bit close that time. Let's just try and very gingerly. Yeah, we don't want to be like swizzling anymore. But then that's what the snow does to you. That is a monster. It is. Yes, that is definitely the final piece of the puzzle. So we can move into the farm. Amazing. What we're going to do is, we're going to rush it. We'll leave it here at 9 o'clock on December morning. We have got snow. It's tough for you, but it's not going to hurt. We shall have a good... I am breaking honest. It's just refusing to stop. Right, so I'm going to leave it there. Up to 544,447. We have enough to buy the farm. We've got a lot of repairing to do that's going to cost us a fortune with all of our equipment, though, really. So maybe it might be wiser to go... Imagine we've got the winter, even moving into the farm. We've just got to feed the animals. I think with our generator as well and everything, we probably will have enough to sort of scrape on by. We don't get any land, so obviously it's only just going to be helpful for us buying this, and it is a large farmyard. I do like how much space it has got. I think this is all to do with the cow yard. Let's visit. It would be nice because there's a lot of like ground around the edge. Yeah, so most of that is the cows on this side that we're facing. So what about the bit on the left? What is that about? There's not a lot of ground. Oh, no. No, that's field 46. It's this bit here that you could see. Oh, it's more cows. Wow. This is very dairy rich then. So all of this ground that we see both here and here is all to do with the cows. And it looks like there's quite a lot in there. I mean, you can't tell because obviously they do quite a few animals. It could be just 3. But I don't think so, but it could be. So let's have a look, a wander around. And they say that I like the fact that there's going to be fields all around that we are going to go for. Yeah, so this is going to be interesting. My kind of farm. Yeah, so right up to here. And then obviously this inside. So is this horses? I would say it is horses for courses, yeah. Plenty of sheds, good spacing. So, yeah. Very nice. We won't let... No, we can't own. It won't let us. It will not listen to us because we don't own it. Ooh, a big slurry tank too. Plenty of sheds. I think, is that... We'll see. With there may be a few nice surprises. Oh, it's the feeding robot one as well. I think we did know. I think we did say that last time. But I'm just forgetting. And a house that I think we can call home. It looks very much... And something about selling the doghouse. There's something important about selling the doghouse. I can't remember what it is. But yeah, that was an important thing. So it looks like there will be a lot of animals. So yeah, we might need to sort of build a bit of a nest egg up, maybe a bit more than I'm thinking. Then where is the main entrance then? To this, is it down there? It looks like it. It looks like if I go straight ahead, it looks like there's a way out at the bottom. Looks like straight ahead, right where we're looking now. Let's make a bit of a spurt on. Looks... Oh, okay, no. I think it is. Yeah, this is the road. So this is the main entrance in and out. I am right. Yeah, so this is it. So it's only just a little bit further down the road than we were before, which is quite amazing. So that's how we're going to leave it. We are literally poised to buy the farm. We may or may not do another couple of months to give ourselves a bit of a nest egg to actually go in there with a bit of cash. Because there's going to be a few little bits and bobs we need to do, and we definitely need to be able to feed them going over the winter. Now, have we got any... I mean, because we have a lot of silage. So that... Oh no, the grass did actually pretty much all go. Bit of digested. So really, we could make some TMR. And they've still got the straw on the... Yeah, we're still looking for a baler, aren't we? Now, that is a point. Yeah, let's look for a square baler too. I think the Colossus represents the bestest value. But I did want to have a go at that one. I don't mind paying a little bit more either, because we probably won't pay the full price. Hispanos, the windrower one as well. Got to bear that in mind. And if I'm going to do that, I'd like to do it properly. So you've got a... Yeah, true. I don't know, not that one. But that's only a little tiny bit bigger for the windrower. That is true. When you've got to consider the windrower as well, and it's a Massey. It's 10 metre, I think, into the RTR 100. Yeah, 10.3. So I think that would be adequate. There's a bit of a... So I think we're going to find used for that too. Fantastic. Is that searched for 2, and then we can make use of that. So again, there's going to be a bit of ducking and diving needs doing, I think, as well. The straw will also, there's quite a lot of straw on here, but we can't lift that right now, so it's going to have to wait. Yeah, well, I think I'll do it. There's bits and bobs all over the place. It's a bit of, oh, we have got the mover, so we could like do that, but not while there's snow on the ground. Yeah, so I'm going to leave it there. All that remains to be said is thank you very much for watching. Truly do hope you're going to stick with me on this journey. And I'm going to say goodbye for now.